So currently my first pet stuff and romantic garden stuff packs are completely free on the EA app. So for today, I thought that we can do a little bit of a challenge to see if we can build a cute house using only those two packs as well as the base game. So we're currently in a base game world right now. Let's build a little bit of a shell of a house and start decorating and see if it's decent and cute enough to actually have our Sims live in. So I'm currently over in a base game world, and I think this is Newcrest that I'm in, if I'm not mistaken. I just wanted to build like a cute, tiny little shell of a house to see and test out my theory that free stuff packs are still good in my opinion. Even though these are not two packs that a lot of us typically gravitate towards, I still feel like having a free pack is better than having no pack. But I actually got my romantic garden stuff pack for free on Epic Games. They were running this promotional like a couple of months ago where you got Jungle Adventure, you also got romantic garden stuff, and I can't remember the other one for the life of me, but you basically got an expansion pack, a stuff pack, and a kit. And it was a game changer because I use so much of this stuff pretty often, but I never used romantic garden stuff. Maybe because I don't have my Sims pretty much go outside that much. They usually are inside skill building, so that is why I haven't been using that too much. But I think for today, it'll be a perfect test to see if you can build a really cute house using those type of packs. So I'm gonna just go by base game and find a nice little brick. I think I'm gonna go for one with the trim on it that I used earlier. I just feel like it's a good blank slate. And we can do something like this all around, and then of course we could put some details with like flower boxes and things along that nature. I am still pretty much a newbie of a builder, so I'm trying to figure out my style of house that I like to create. I think I'm still trying to figure that out, so we're going to figure that out together. But I'm going to go ahead and search by white and black because I feel like those would be the two best colors for this house on the exterior, and then we can of course add some really pretty colors and everything with like landscaping, and romantic garden stuff pack might be the best pack to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and search by base game, and we should have quite a few doors that might look the best. I honestly like how funky these are. Maybe we can use something like this, but for some reason to me they just don't look like homey doors. So we can do something like this. We have quite a few options, not gonna lie. So maybe we should do something a little bit more brighter, like that really nice green. I think that'll be really pretty. So that makes me want to also go over into, oh, we already got some green on there. Perfect. Maybe we can find some really cute windows that will look good for this house. Ooh, I kind of like these. What if we put like two right there? I'm trying to decide, should we do houses with shutters or should we do no shutters? I think a lot of these houses over in this neck of the woods do have shutters, so maybe we should keep the shutter theme going on. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take a few of these and just place them on the sides of the house, and then of course we can change it up once we decide what the layout is actually going to be on the inside. Now romantic garden stuff did come with a really pretty column, but I think for this build today it's a little bit too elaborate, so we're just going to go ahead and use some of these basic little white columns just to kind of create a little bit more separation along the sides of the house and give it a little bit more like dimension. So I'm just going to go ahead and take these all the way across, and I think that's good. And also when I'm looking at the house, I feel like it should be on a tiny little foundation, so let's go ahead and chuck one on, and then we can use maybe some of this little brick, which you can't really see. So let's actually lift up the house once more so we can see some more of the foundation. And before we move over into landscaping, I am going to move the house a little bit back just because we're building on a different type of lot today. I want them to have a little bit of a front yard. So I'm gonna take this flat square and I'm gonna move it up like this and move it back just a hair. And that'll give us a little bit more of like a patio situation. And then we're also gonna go over here, and let me see. We don't have any stairs from either one of those packs. So let's go back over to base game and let's just filter by maybe green would look good. So I like to take my stairs over to the corner just because it helps with me placing. I'm still learning the toggles and everything. So we can do something like that straight across, and then maybe get some white railing as well. And just to make the house look a little bit cuter, I think I want to move this up like this to give it a little bit of an overhang. And we're going to take these columns again. I'm just going to copy them on the sides, and then once I figure out the spot, this is how I typically do it. Once I figure out where I want it to be situated, I just move it back so it doesn't look too crazy. But that is what we have so far for the outside. Now might be a fun part. Let's see if they have any floorings. I don't think they do with my First Pet Stuff or garden, romantic garden, but we can always check and see. But I was correct. I figured that they didn't have any. And if we use some of this paneling, I also want to go in and use maybe a tiny fence and just draw that all across. Something like that. I really do like the way that looks. So let me add all the fun bits to the house, and then we'll work on the landscaping. And this is what it looks like on the exterior so far. It is all base game, but I just want to do a little bit off camera to see how it was going to like play out and look. So let's do some landscaping. So we have quite a bit of these really pretty ferns, but I feel like there might be some really cute ones from at least garden stuff. It has to be some stuff. So let's go ahead and stick that filter on, and we got a lot of these trees, so maybe we can add one right there. We can add one right there. I never know like the proper placement of trees. I'm just like, I just add them as I feel like it. So we're just gonna kind of maybe size down one and all place it. And I definitely want to add some bushes, so let's go ahead and go over there to these. These are some of my favorites, so I have to like go up on an aerial view so I can see it, because I want it as close to the foundation as I possibly can without it clipping too much. And I'm just going to rotate it again for this side, and I'm just going to do it all the way across. Okay, and then I also added them just a little bit around the back, so I'm going to go back in with this terrain tool, and I'm going to create another little pathway from the back door to like right there, and then have this also connect to the gate. And I think I like that. It looks really cute. Okay, so let's see if there's any other like flowers or something that we might want to add. These filters keep popping off, which is not a fun thing. But we have quite a few really cute flowers from Romantic Garden Stuff, and we need to figure out how we want to lay them out because they are quite elaborate. We could use some of these really pretty ones, and let me see if they have a red, since this is going to be my Christmas build. We can add a bunch of these just like along the side. Oh, I like that. That is so cute. And then let's add one more right there. Oh, I like that. And then we have some of these as well, and I think they come in a red swatch. And let's add some of these to the corners, like by the door. We can add one right there. Then also add one right there. And then we have these huge bushes. I don't know where we're gonna put that, but I do want to utilize those or these somewhere. And I think we can maybe add like a little partition over on this side to give us a little bit more privacy from the outdoors. So let's look for green, and let's just add some of these. It kind of breaks up the space. Oops, that was, do you see that? It was all over the place. Let me bring these back some. Yeah, something like that. And we could put some more around the back, but I don't think that I want to add those around. So I'm just going to add some more of these little ones just to give us some more red. Okay, I like that. It's very uniform, but I like the way it looks. So let's go ahead and go back to Romantic Garden Stuff, and let me go by everything because it might be easier for me to figure out what is in this pack that we can use. So we have some really pretty, ooh, that's like gorgeous. We should have put this somewhere. I mean, we could put it above the front door, or we can add it like up here. Let's see if they have any green swatches for Christmas. That is not green. That's more autumn. We just have all green one. I don't think we have a red and green one though, which is similar. It's more red than anything, which I like. So let's add a few of these. just at the top of the house. So it's a little bit of decoration. Since we don't have seasons, we can use that to make the house a little bit more colorful. Okay, so heading into the backyard, I feel like we have to add this wishing well because I never use it in gameplay, and I know it's so much fun to use, so I need to actually do it in my recent Let's Play. So I'm gonna add this over into this corner, and maybe we can have some like a little bench for our Sims to sit. And then maybe on this end we can have like a little statue all over the place, and maybe a jungle gym somewhere out here. We have quite a bit of room right here, so maybe we can add a little jungle gym and some things for the kids to play with if we decide to have enough room for kids in this Let's Build. And then we can add some of these little lights. So let me take off the romantic garden stuff filter and let's go by my first pet stuff. I want to see if there was anything big that we can possibly add, and I don't think that there is. So I'm going to go ahead and take both of those filters off, and we're going to go by base game and look for some things outdoors that might suit our space a little bit more. So we have a really pretty archway, but I don't think I want to use that for right here. But we could add a few planter boxes over on this side just to give our Sims a little bit extra something to do. So I'm going to go ahead and get some of these. These actually came with Cottage Living, if I'm not mistaken, and they are some of my favorite little planter boxes. I just feel like they look a little bit more realistic, and then we'll also maybe give them a few little seed packets here and there. We can also add a little bike over on the porch. I think it will fit. No, it won't. Dang it. I was hoping that it could fit on top of the porch, but maybe we can just add it over to the side. And it might be beneficial as well for us to have a barbecue in this little area since we have somewhere to sit. So I'm going to go ahead and place one of these tiny little barbecues right here. And then also maybe another little seating area for our Sims, maybe a little table or picnic table action we could actually use. I know there's one that came with romantic garden stuff, but it's a little bit out of taste for me, so we're not going to add that over here. So this is what the house is looking like. I am really satisfied by the way that it turned out. I kind of took my time a little bit with the landscaping, adding more rocks, a little bit more detailed. I moved the flower boxes up there and added a little hose, then also added some more flowers and dirt all around the house. And then of course added a little pond as well because the lot is a little misshapen, so I feel like I needed some more things for that area. But let's go ahead and go inside. I did a little bit of a floor plan, and this is what I've come up with. So this is our bathroom, because since we're using only base game, we don't have those single tile showers, so we have to utilize either an actual shower or actual bathtub. So I made it a little bit longer, but this is the bathroom, our teeny tiny bedroom, and this is going to be our living room as well as our kitchen. But I also just remembered that there's a big component to the My First Pet stuff, and it is kitty things. So I feel like we should also create some type of a little kid's bedroom, which we can just add over to this corner. So that still gives us a little bit of room to work with. I might have to makeshift all of this because this is the front door, of course. So what if we close that in? They share a bathroom. Oh my gosh, I feel like we have to redo this floor plan some because we're working with a very limited space. So I do want both bedrooms to have some sort of natural light. So this is going to be quite ugly. So since we're going for a little bit of a Christmas theme, let's go ahead and use that flooring. And then for the rest of the house, I'm going to use some hardwood floors. And let's just go in with this pretty chocolate. Yeah, I think I like that. Let's do that. Then for wallpaper, also we don't have much to choose from in that department because we don't have any of the packs. We could do this really pretty warm color, which I'm kind of obsessed with, so let's go ahead and use that. For the kids room, let's just place down kind of like that yellow. Let's place the yellow down for their bedroom, and then for the parents' bedroom, maybe we can do like let's do a purple for the kids' bedroom, and then for the parents' room, maybe like a light pink situation. I like that. Okay, so let's go ahead, let's go over into the kids and do their bedroom first, and this is where My First Pet stuff is gonna shine. So we have a little desk situation, which is perfect. Do we get any like other beds other than those? Okay, no. So I might use one of these. Then let's go back to the kitty stuff. And they have a little desk for My First Pet stuff, which we have to add with a little matching chair, I think. Cute. This room is very tight, as you can tell. I didn't make it too big. I should have made the house a little bit wider. But you know what? I didn't. Maybe we can go for like a little black end table. I think there's some other little knickknacks that came with My First Pet stuff. So I'm going to sort by all because that'll be easier for me to actually look. I do want to add a rodent. So we're going to just add that between the two bedrooms. And we could add a dog or something. But technically, even though My First Pet stuff is geared towards animals, you have to have cats and dogs in order to actually use it. And since this is a limited pack build, we're not going to be using that for today. I'm going to add one of those. And what is this? A creative table. We might have to add that somewhere out there. But I think, what is this? Oh, it's a little toy. We can add a little toy up there. We're going to add on a little side table. Cute. And maybe some little pictures. Maybe that little bed. Oh yeah, okay, so they got pinks and stuff. Perfect. And then maybe we can do a blue for that. Which, ugh, we can use those blinds. They are not cute. Let's go ahead and plop those on. And we do have a big old rug. It's a big hamster rug. Can I size it down? Yeah. I'm gonna size it down one. And I want his little face to show. Oh, it's just booty. Okay. Let's do it like that. Let me see if there's any other. Cute. Oh, so we got some plain swatches as well. I like the turtle. I feel like it still fits the vibes of the room pretty well. So yeah, I think we need like a little computer or something to add. And of course, a Defender light since we don't have the snowy escape bed. Those beds typically come with the anti-monsters under the bed. So we're just gonna utilize all of this. And I want to see if there's anything else that I can maybe add into this corner. We could add a Blarfy, but he's going to take up way too much space. So let's maybe add a plant instead. And I'm going to go by base game because I will pick up a plant that I don't need to use. So let's use that. And that's the little kids room. It's pretty decent. Not going to lie. Maybe we can add like a little mirror or something as well. Over on this side, we can add one of those, add one of these. Oh, I like that. So that is a little kids room using My First Pet stuff. Let's go ahead and do the parents' bedroom. Now, I don't think there's anything from My First Pet stuff for the parents' room, but maybe we can utilize, I don't know, something from the garden pack. And this is going to be very cramped, so maybe it's just a single parent because that might be more realistic for the space. We just don't have any. Let's go ahead and put the bed over on that wall. Or maybe it's like an older sibling. And oh my gosh. Like an older sibling is taking care of their kid, sister, or brother. Could do. Let's use one of these little nightstands that doesn't really match the bed. So I feel like I should change the bed. Actually, let's see if there's a better nightstand. Define better. Because I'm not feeling any of these. I kind of like this one a little bit more. So I'm going to delete this bed and maybe get another like basic bed, like something like this. I feel like we should have to use these from My First Pet stuff on all the windows. So that is what we're going to do. And I'll change the swatch, of course. And a little beige. Okay, what else? They need a dresser. But we might get like fake one and put it in the entryway. But honestly, we might have some room. Let's do it. I like that beige color. Very beigey in this room. But so let's go back over to My First Pet stuff. And let's use that rug we found. Because it did have some decent swatches on it. Ooh, see look. Like that orange. We can do that brown. I kind of like the brown. Let's do that. And then, since they might not have room to have a TV in their living room because we have the kitchen and everything like that, I'm also going to give the sim maybe a TV to put in their room. And we're just going to maybe mount it on the wall. And I think we need some pictures. So let's go back to My First Pet stuff and Romantic Garden to see about pictures. Now, we can use these again. which is fine. Let's just use those again, and maybe the red swatch because they do change a little bit. And maybe we can add some random posters too. These are all like fitness stuff. Maybe it can look like a little collage wall. I like that idea. Let's do that. I feel like we can add something right there, but we just don't have enough room. What else skilled building wise? We do have that, but I might add a little bookcase right there. So that is the guardian's room for the kiddo. So now we got to figure out how we're going to lay out the rest of the house. So I know it didn't come with any cabinets or anything like that. So we're just going to have to utilize some of the stuff from base game. Now we could go with these like real base game ones, which might look okay to be honest. Or we can use some of these, which is like a little bit more elevated, but that color kind of works. Or we can use these, which has a ton of different swatches. Trying to see which one fits the vibes, and none of these are really fitting the vibes because it's so warm in here. It might be a little difficult for us, but we will make it work. Let's go ahead and try to use some of this. And then we need a spot. Get a decent oven, and then a fridge. We can get a decent little fridge as well. A nice little bin situated right there, and a thermostat. Not a thermostat, and a fire alarm. So I kind of like the red just because we're going for like a Christmas theme, but like look at this green. This green it's ugly. It's like a mucus green, but I like it a lot. We have that green too, but I kind of like the mucus green. So let's go with that. Yeah, which makes me want to change the color of the walls, which we should probably do. Okay, so I couldn't clutter up that little area because I forgot that we didn't have a sink. So I need to add that over there, so we have to leave that bare. But let's make a little entertainment section. So we have like a little place for the kiddo to do some arts and crafts, but honestly they can do it outside. Okay, so my first pet stuff actually has a couch that we are gonna use, and it's this little hot dog sofa. I think it's adorable, so we're gonna use it for today. And we could use it in that lime color, even though I know we're going for like a Christmas theme, maybe something like that. And we can get a little side, ooh, kind of like that, the little entertainment set. That is cute. Maybe we can put that somewhere in the hallway, like right there. We can add some little clutter and stuff on it. We have this little side table from my first pet stuff as well, and we could do it in that green color. And then also just for like skill building purposes, maybe we can add an Alexa because you know Sims love to dance. And I don't think I'm gonna use like a big rug for this one. I'm gonna just size down this rug some and then just stick it right underneath. I like that. So let's look for a painting to put on these walls as well. I don't know what we're going for. We could do like something along those lines. We can do a fancy little cat. We could do one of those and then do this. Do it in those two swatches that don't match. And we can just make these little shades beige. So I want to get some lamps now. Slim pickings. We can add a little lamp right there. I do want to add a little dining room set. So let's do one of these little glass ones perhaps. We could do it over here and get some little chairs. Now we did get chairs from First Pet Stuff and Romantic, I believe. But look at these new ones. Let's use those instead. And we can put that right on the wall. Do dark brown. Maybe some green chairs. Maybe make that one. Ooh. Let's do the dark green ones. And let's add the little fruit bowl over there instead, since we couldn't add it on the counter because of clutter reasons. We did get a little light. We have to use this somewhere. Where can we use this? Hold on. Let's put that right there. Oh, we have a coffee table like this? What? That's wild. Can't use it though. We don't have enough space. Darn it. So I'm going to decorate the bathroom and then we'll put some final touches on the house, and then I think we'll be done for today. So there you have it. This is how the house turned out. I think it looks so freaking cute. The only things that I did add off camera were some more fans, just because since we don't have seasons in the thermostat, I thought that they could benefit with some fans. Also cluttered up a little bit more on that front room dining room table. Then also I added this little corner for them to paint and be artistic right across from our little hedgehog. And then this is what the bathroom turned out. Pretty plain and simple. It's an odd shape, so I kind of had to work what I had. And then I also added this window back there and moved all the windows up. So this is what the house turned out to be. I think it is so pretty. If you decide to get the 2-packs, I think they're decent for something different within the base game, but I don't usually gravitate towards them within gameplay. I might start playing with the wishing well, but other than that, these are things that I typically don't gravitate towards. Maybe for a kid's room, My First Pet Stuff is a really good option, especially if you play with multi-generational families. It might be good to have some of these items from My First Pet Stuff. Then also, if you have party sims, maybe the Romantic Garden Stuff pack is a good pack for you to decorate your backyard. But anywho, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure it's fun things like give it a big old like and subscribe down below if you haven't already, as well as press that bell notification so you can be notified each and every time that I post. But until next time, friends, I hope you're doing swell, and I will see you very soon. Bye!